on the ghetto, sharp dressing, promise making, fast talking, street walking, night crawling, Negro rested, suspended by a short stretch of time between schemes and big money dreams. On the throne of my mind, his cash was long, his game was strong, his hustle was on. I couldn't go wrong. I'm a ghetto Cinderella, and this is my song. Give you to me, little girl, and I will change your ghetto world. From rags to riches, drop all my women dressed so fine. His words spilled like wine. I knew he was mine. Came down on him like hot sunshine. I did get that passion, did live if only for a little while. This ghetto femme fatale would walk a country mile to wear the Gucci style. For my mirror did behold the fine jewelry and expensive clothes, while caught in my folds his cash did roll. How could it be that I didn't see my king become pimp, buying pieces of my soul? I'm a ghetto Cinderella, and my soul was all I own. Ghetto Cinderella, can't nobody tell. Intoxicated by words, it was absurd. I couldn't have heard my own sweet mother's call. Listen, young queen, as ancestral hands fall, the beats of the drum grows tall. Dance with the Lord between heaven's walls. Man can't give you it all. Telling me how brothers ball, how they make cash roll, and the game is sold, not told. Time, passion fleeted, and I was greeted by time's unchanging hand. No one could understand my erotic plan to use sunshine, punani to help my man. Cash was dropping, but I wasn't doubting, just sat there pouting when he brought a new queen to our throne. We can't do it alone, the money is grown, and your sunshine stuff ain't enough. Air so soft, he called her Puff. She and I worked the same track, but times they remained tough, and he got rough when I resisted. His hands were fisted, crushing my face and my spirit with it. I'm a ghetto Cinderella, and I just gotta tell you, I got no more soul left to sell. Don't know how I missed it, that snake in his eyes. I was hypnotized, surprised by my demise raining down. I was a clown, dressed for this occasion with design of persuasion in a bad situation. Oh mama, I'm gonna die tomorrow. Can you save this sex slave a small grave next to yours so we can again dance, dance, dance with me, mama, to the beats of the drums in a ghetto heaven, in a ghetto Cinderella. Can't nobody tell her to
Okay, because pussy is way more than just a place for people to come and rest their stuff up in. This is the portal of life. And this is a place that we must keep sacred. And by that, I do not mean you should act like a nun I mean, you should be mindful of what you allow to come inside your temple. Our body is our temple. Yet when we deal with sex, sexuality, we don't want to bring spirituality into our bedroom. It's like we think that sex is dirty or something, and something that should be done behind the spirit's back. Okay? But you can't separate your spirit from your body like that. So your spirit is there just like that partner's spirit is there. So when I say be mindful of our pussies, be mindful of our bodies and the energy and the DNA you allow in your body. Ladies, when we decide to fuck around with a man that we know is a killer, and we have children by this man, and we wonder why that child is giving us the blues when they turn 16, and start robbing the neighbors and shit, you gotta think about what you decided to allow to procreate inside of you, right? Oh, but we don't worry about the spirit, do we? You pray over some food, but you won't pray over the dick you sucking. You're right. This confuses me. I don't understand. So before we go into this experience, which I don't think of this as a show so much as I think of this as sexual interaction with you. Because anytime you are talking about sex, anytime you are listening to things or watching things that remind you of sex or that make you wet or hard, all of this is actually sex. Okay? Sex does not have to be penetration. Sex can be as simple as verbal penetration. The things that we say to people. Okay, so tonight we're going to talk about a lot more than just physical sex. We're going to talk about mental sex. We're going to talk about words and how those words affect us, and how words can become as sex when they get inside of your soul. So let us pray. Let us ask the Mother Goddess to guide our fingers as they caress our hearts, as we open our bodies, as they receive one another. Let us ask the gods for trust and worthiness of it and understanding one to another. And where there is danger, let us look together into the night that hosts our ancestors and beg them for guidance away from it. Let us wash our bodies. Let us stand naked in the light before one another and praise nature's most divine art. Let there be no fear between us. Let there be good loving that is as warm and as safe as the womb, which is our center. Let our bodies be great vessels feeding positive energy into this world as we fuck. Let us talk about sex. Let us fuck while we do it. Let us strap on the armor suited for these modern times and squeeze ourselves between the thin line between lust and love and jack them off. We gonna keep it real. We'll extend an open invitation to conversations about things like prostitution, porn, and molestation. Because you bring more than your body to the bed, baby. You bring your issues. Let us be on one accord as we enter through the gates of the sexual revolution,
so that our enemies will find only solidarity amongst our ranks. We will ask poetry to have that smooth brother music to pace this erotic escapade with bass deep enough to skinny dip in. Let us lick. Let us bite. Let us cuss and come together. Let us let down our hair and sweat.
About the book, Verbal Penetration by Jessica Holter. Powerful, provocative, and raw, self-described Punani poets take readers on an extraordinary erotic journey, melding poetry, short stories, and prose to explore the essence of Black male and female sexuality. The Punani poets are pioneers of erotic entertainment, creating lush literary works that also encourage self-empowerment and safe for sex. Punani Poets founder Jessica Holter, whose urban classic Punani, the hip-hop Psalms, was featured on HBO's Real Sex, has adapted the poet's compositions into a groundbreaking anthology created to rouse the senses and inspire the imagination. Vivid, compelling poems and prose pieces deal with every facet of modern love and lust and blend tantalizing, sensual imagery with an underlying message of urban-rooted AIDS awareness. Never preachy, always original, and guaranteed to stimulate the individual and the couple, Verbal Penetration is unique among poetry anthologies, a riveting, multi-dimensional erotic experience with heart, soul, and message. Verbal Penetration and Verbal Penetration. 2. The Vault are available at Amazon.